Welcome back to Tuna Blue. I am your host, John Flana Caruso, here with co-host Stevie D, DJ Lou in the back, always making the magic happen. And we have a special guest host today, Rod Rodriguez from LiUNA. He's an organizer with LiUNA. Rob, welcome.
Sir. Always happy to be here, man.
We're here. We're recording episode 29 from the Energy Defender Studios. Call Energy Defenders for all your solar and roofing needs. Steve, as always, how was the week? A little snowy today.
Yeah, dude, the past couple of weeks have been like a total blur, man. Just weird with the just 2 work days sandwiched between, a holiday sandwich between 2 work days.
Pretty much.
Just family, and it's just been going by very fast, weird. Haven't wanted to work. Been just
Yeah.
just dragging ass.
And then all of a sudden,
and I got Tuna Blue.
Then you got Tuna Blue.
I got Tuna Blue today.
Yes,
Yeah.
Nice. Good for you.
Oh, you got it today?
Oh, yeah.
Today was late.
Yeah, I got
Everybody needs a good break every once in a while.
dude, I can't tell you
Vacation.
how happy I am.
Yeah, it is.
Vacation right
I'll
there.
tell you what's going to get cold.
Thrilled.
It's going to get cold next week.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ooh,
no.
it's going to be cold.
It was cold today.
Yes, sir. We got some snow going on right now. We got as you know, we record on Thursdays, so we're getting a little snow tonight, and then Sunday into Monday we're getting supposedly supposed to be getting a little some more substantial storm. So I wanted to talk about that a little bit. When it snows and we work, not all work stops. If you're doing pipe, you're down the shore. It's called clear the snow, clear the road, and start digging and putting pipe in the ground. Then again, when you do,
Well, you got to see the markouts.
yes,
If you can't see the markouts, you can't dig.
yeah. But a lot of times, we all know these companies go out there, whether they can see the markouts or not.
true.
They're going out there, they're clearing the road.
They're gonna make it happen.
Yeah, we're going to put some pipe in the ground. They're going to do something, absolutely.
Work,
So Rob, let's get a little background on you, Rob. You are an organizer with LiUNA.
Mm-hmm.
What else? How did you get started with LiUNA?
I think I had the interview before with you guys, but just a brief synopsis is I think it was 2017. I was looking for a job or just trying to figure my way out. Like I was one of those guys fresh home from prison, couldn't get a job, just trying to figure it out, and nothing was working out for me. And my dad gave me the application to fill it out for LiUNA, and that was back when you had to come in person.
Okay.
So I came in person, filled out my application. Probably went through like 7-8 months later on, got a phone call to come in, enter the apprenticeship program, and I can't say I hit the ground running, but I definitely went through my bumps and bruises to become the construction worker.
Okay.
But, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, it became my life.
And now you're being an organizer. How did that? And again, so you were on here. We did an interview with Rob not too long ago, which is kind of refreshing everybody's memory. So what made you get into the organizer position?
It was the RISE classes.
Okay.
So LiUNA has the RISE classes where we teach the members about activism and kind of going back to the grassroots of what it meant to be a trade unionist and fighting for work and making sure that everybody gets a fair shake. And going through those classes, it sounded like it touched something within me, and it also made me realize that I may have the capacity to do that, right?
Right.
And then, they eventually gave me a fair shot at it. And I started being more active, coming out to the picket lines. Whether it was here or in New York City, I would take the trip, especially if I was laid off or something like that, right? Going all the way to New York City for it. And eventually, someone gave me a fair shake, and eventually I earned my spot.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. So you're not Tuna Blued right now.
No,
you are.
I've been to in the blues, but not, not right now.
You are actively working. And good on you, because it is cold outside. But your job obviously requires you to be indoors a little more than outdoors. Like
No. Not as an organizer.
Oh.
As an organizer, you are outside.
Oh, you are outside.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
What do you wear?
So it
You got
depends.
dressed nice, right?
It depends. No, it depends.
You got bibs on?
Sometimes, like if I'm going to like a non-union job site, I'm dressed like a construction worker.
Okay.
Just like I'm going to work. I'm in a pickup truck. They got the tents on it. You don't know who I am. I'm parked up in the middle of the yard, right? I might hop out. Got my construction boots on. You don't know what's going on. So I can talk to the workers.
Right.
Right? It might be something where there's a bid opening, or I'm going to talk to a contractor or a developer. Then I might get a little bit more like business casual or something, because I'm representing the members, and also you got to dress the part when you're going to go talk to somebody, right? Like I don't want to show up like I'm looking for a job. I want to show up like I got the work. You know what I mean? So it's a difference. So every day is different. How you dressing? Every day is different.
I got a question, dude.
Oh, go ahead.
Lou, I'm going to need your help with this. Anyone watching Squid Games right now?
No.
Are you?
I just finished it.
I finished it too.
I just finished it.
Not gonna spoil.
No spoiler alerts. No spoiler alerts.
Yeah, we're not spoiling anything.
No
But
spoiler
you know what I
alerts.
noticed, and I don't know if anyone else noticed this, but when it comes in like the Japanese,
Yeah, the Korean.
and then it
yeah.
still says number 2. Are numbers universally numbers?
Yeah.
Or- so number 2 is a 2.
You mean the way the number looks? Yeah. I
Why?
would think so. I would think so.
Well, how come A's can't just be A's in every language? Why? How come numbers specifically?
Getting
Can you
deep
look
on
that
this
up?
head. I get what he's saying though. The number is just
So
on
if
there
you're
though.
in China and you're writing 1 + 2, it looks like the same as it looks in America.
Yeah.
In every country. That's the only thing the whole world can agree on is what a number looks like.
math is universal
Isn't
language.
that why it's called the numeric system?
Yeah, but we don't agree on metric or
don't agree
this
on
or
that,
that
no.
or standard or
Celsius
every
and
language is
Fahrenheit.
different. There's a million different. even like North Jersey and South Jersey talk different. We don't even talk the same.
Nah, we don't agree
But
on
the
nothing.
number 2 looks the same everywhere you go.
Is it a pork roll or tail of ham?
It's pork roll.
It's pork roll.
Yeah, no.
Come on.
It's always pork
We in
roll.
South Jersey though, so
Yeah.
of course it's pork roll.
Yeah. I had Scrapple today.
Paul, you had some
Speaking of
Paul- you had
South
some
Jersey,
I hate
Paul
Scrapple.
Ross?
Yeah, I love me some
I
Scrapple.
hate Scrapple.
ate it?
Paul
I do not
Ross.
like Scrapple.
I'm
My
not-
lady loves Scrapple. Every time she guesses, I'm like, oh.
I'm not a,
That's
I'm
a
not a
good girl,
Scrapple fan,
dude.
but
I love me some
I
Scrapple.
know the old timers, boy, they like that.
Well, what's the stock up, dude? You ever get a
No, rodeos.
stock up has a Scrapple egg and cheese sandwich.
Oh, okay.
It's amazing.
Have you tried rodeo Scrapple right down the road?
Yeah,
They do. She cubes it. She cubes up the Scrapple and deep fries it, bro.
cuts it for you, pre-cut.
Deep fried
Oh, my-
Scrapple is crazy.
Bro, people rave for it. And then she'll do the same thing with pork roll. She'll cut it up in small pieces and throw it in the deep fryer. So you got these little fucking like pieces of like ham, but it's pork roll, dude.
My lady actually started getting her Scrapple from the what is it? The farmers market. The William Sound Farmer Market, like they have all fresh
The
stuff in
Amish,
there, so she get it
yeah.
from there. But they got those pretzel logs, the breakfast, like you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Man, them Jones is banging.
Oh boy.
I get Scrapple from Bringhurst. You ever go to Bringhurst?
No.
The butcher shop in Berlin.
You had told me about that. I need to start going to butcher shops
God
to get my
damn, boy. Yeah.
Well, if you're going
Even
to
the dog
Amish
treats over
market,
there.
the butcher bar
Yeah.
at the Amish market is
But
fantastic.
the Amish market is like I ain't gonna
It's
say
good.
it's
No,
expensive,
it's
but man,
very
you
good.
get the freshest meat there.
yeah, you do.
Yeah.
It's crazy busy too.
All the time, all the time.
So number 2 is a number 2 everywhere.
Yeah, it's a numeric system. I'm gonna go.
That
with
that boggles my. I can't get over it.
it. So why don't everybody just speak the same language, then, Steve?
That's what I'm saying. How come why can't we? Our letters just be the same?
Now we're going for a one world system. That's
Yes,
what you want.
worldwide.
You're a
Well, not,
globalist.
well, 0 through infinity is all the same. It looks the same. Yeah, whatever.
Welcome to my world, Rob. This is what I put
You
up
got
with
deep over here.
every week
You
with
got
him.
Dude, as
Oh,
soon as I
he
saw
goes-
that, I wrote that in my notes the second I saw. I'm like, what the fuck is this
Like,
number
what's
2
number
doing?
2
I
doing
never
in
know
this
what
Squid Game?
rabbit hole
Why
he's
is
gonna
number
go
2
down.
on the screen right now? I didn't understand. I was like, what the hell?
By the way, it was a good show. It was definitely a good show.
Yeah,
Squid Games.
I'm gonna. That's as
The
much.
ending was a good show.
I'm gonna have to watch this now.
I want to say something so bad.
No, we can't. We can't.
I can't believe I don't. I can't believe I couldn't get into. I watched the first Squid Games. I watched like 3 of them. I'm like, I just
Is it-
can't
is
It was
it
a
called-
sleeper. It was a sleeper.
It's good, dude.
It was a sleeper.
because I heard about people watching it before.
the first
oh,
Squid
yeah.
Game was a sleeper. Like no one saw that
No,
coming.
no, it's
No.
all coming.
Yeah,
at
no.
all. Yeah.
I don't think any good Netflix show has been seen coming. It just happens,
No,
and
it's
you're just
good.
in the house, and
Yeah.
it comes on.
Yeah.
You're like, what is this?
Well, you're the type you can't like. My wife has a really hard time with the English. What's it called? When
So,
Subtitles.
no,
the voiceover.
the
Yeah,
voiceover.
no, I can't do it. Like Kung Fu.
She can't stand
Yo.
it. Can't stand
Do
it.
you remember that on a Saturday
Yeah,
morning?
yeah.
Saturday morning
That's
convo?
what this is. Squid Game. But
Yeah.
they do a pretty good job of it for the most part. Like
yes,
the-
that is a problem.
yeah, but like a lot of them, they're like almost like over the top.
Like my wife
voiceovers.
can't stand
This
British
isn't over
accents.
this. Yeah.
Anything with
Same
British
my
accents, she
wife,
can't
too.
stand it. I don't know why.
Can't stand it.
I'm like, hello.
I'm like, just watch it. Just watch it.
Yeah,
You
right.
yeah.
She can't
After
stand it.
one episode, you don't even notice. It's gone. It's like you're
I've
like.
been telling. By the
yeah,
way, I've been telling everybody about Fury.
it's great.
Dude, I can't.
great.
Yeah, it was
The
a great
movie?
Yeah,
Best
the
army
Fury.
movie ever.
Oh, the tank.
Yeah,
The
the
tank.
tank.
No,
Oh,
that was good.
That was a
No,
good
that was
one.
good.
That was good.
That was really
See?
good.
See?
Little
I'll
far
lead
fetched.
you-
No, that was really
Little
good.
far
I'll
fetched
lead
on
you in
some
the
of the
right
stuff,
direction.
but it was.
I thought it was a true story.
movie.
It wasn't a true story.
It was true, but some of the stuff that was
based
like,
on a true
yeah,
story.
based
It
on
was based on a true
yeah.
story. Okay.
What was some of the stuff like being in the military, like like the one couple scenes where it looked like Star Wars. Tracer rounds aren't that active,
Right.
Like and I think some of the guns
They
were
stretch it a
using
little bit.
Yeah, and I think some of the guns they were using didn't have tracer rounds back then. So, but other than that, like.
That movie will make you want to run through a wall, dude.
Dude, and what got
do
me
it.
is Brad Pitt's character in that movie, how he maintained that fucking that poise, but you could tell he regretted every single fucking second of it. Like he made them think that he wanted to be there, but he didn't want to fucking be there. And you could tell it was a fucking what a fucking movie. It was a great movie.
What's
great
your top military movie of all time then?
His was Hacksaw Ridge or something.
No,
right?
it was Hacksaw. No, it was Hacksaw. No,
we did.
I don't know. Platoon.
You did the whole thing on it?
Yeah, Platoon's gotta be. Platoon's probably up there with me, and then Full Metal Jacket.
Did you like 13th Hour?
I didn't even say it.
No? The one about Benghazi?
No, I didn't say it.
Nah, you seen it?
Now I'm
Watch
just
13th Hour.
now. See, I'm starting to dive in now with. I'm starting to dive into more podcasts and these interviews with these guys. There's one guy they call Shrek. I believe his last name's Phillips, Mark Phillips, I think it is, or something like that, or something Phillips. This guy is total badass. It's all about Saddam.
Are you talking about the SEAL who does the podcast?
Yes, and he has different.
I follow him. He's on Instagram.
And he's
he got a lot of books coming out.
He's like and he brings in a lot of guys. Yeah, so just listen to him, guys. How they did the Saddam and all them raids. Oh, dude, it was
badass.
Oh, it's totally badass.
It's awesome. Man.
And just to think, these guys
He's got a book called Extreme Leadership or Extreme Ownership, but it's him and another Navy SEAL. But he got the same podcast.
Oh yeah,
same guy. Yeah, he's hardcore.
Yeah, man,
he's hardcore.
Now, I think they listen to us too. I'm almost pretty positive.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Celine Dion.
Yeah, there you go.
Celine Dion watches.
Yes, 100%.
The Navy SEALs.
Why wouldn't they?
Exactly.
Of course.
Yeah.
Exactly.
They're overseas right now listening to this. You don't even know it. Yeah.
So, Steve, do we you usually cover this pretty good anyway with just your topics, but do we have any dumb things of the week?
Yeah.
All right, what do you got?
I got some dumb things.
Let's hear it.
Me.
There you go.
So Friday of last week, right? I was I mean, like I said, we had a holiday sandwich between 2 work days, 2 weeks in a row. So I am like dragging myself to work, dude. Like absolutely. So I'm supposed to. I'm working on. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Egg Harbor Township at all or not.
Yeah.
But you know where West Jersey Avenue is? Yeah. So for anyone who doesn't know, there's a road. It's like kind of a cut through, but it's kind of a main cut through in Egg Harbor Township. It's called West Jersey Avenue. About 10 feet on the other side of New Jersey Avenue is Riga. I guess Riga Avenue. Mm-hmm. And it runs totally parallel to it. So it's just 2 roads. They're both in both directions, but they both just go, same exact spot.
Bike trail or something?
There's a bike trail between them.
Okay.
Yeah, there's like a walking trail, bike trail right between them. And so I had to close Riga Avenue. We were doing some type of restoration or something. It was like not a big deal. It was like the last half of the day. Mm-hmm. So I go set my advanced warning signs up. I got the road closed ahead, blah, 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 blah. And then the crew, so I did that ahead of the crew getting there. Then the crew was on their way. So I said, all right, so I'll just call you guys when I'm set up. So I put my road closed sign up, put my cones across the road, and I just sat there so that, just because people, they don't listen. They come right there. If no one's there, they just, this don't mean me.
Right.
So I was sitting there kind of just letting them get rolling a little bit. And he's like, yo, man, these guys are coming through, man. Where they come? I'm like, I don't know, man. There's a couple of houses. Is there a cut through street? He's like, well, you mind if we just close it down here too? I said, yeah, that's fine. Close it. I don't care. I said, I'm at the end of the road. Just come grab the sign or whatever. You want me to go do it? No, we'll come get it, right? So I'm sitting there for another 5 minutes. I'm keeping every car out. Like at all costs, I'm keeping every car out, right? He calls me. He's like, dude, there's no way this road shut down, right? I shut the wrong fucking road down, dude. So I got advanced warning signs up for the wrong road.
For the wrong road.
I'm like, oh my
Wow.
God, dude. So they're sitting there in a lane, and they got traffic just whizzing by them. And I'm closed in the road 10 feet next to him.
Unreal. Yeah. Well, let me play a little devil's advocate. Who was the foreman that told them to go out on the road and start working?
They were waiting.
Oh, okay.
For the traffic to slow down.
And never slow down.
Right.
You had the wrong
and they never slowed down.
And beyond that, like, so people were coming, okay, we can't go this way. We'll go down this road. So I'm funneling all the traffic to them. Yeah.
And meanwhile, they're looking at the other road
and
going,
like, what
God,
the
that's
hell's
fucking
happening?
empty. It's empty over there.
Yeah.
I mean,
You should go over there and work.
Yeah.
That's the place to work over there.
And so he's like, can you come down here and check this out? I'm like, yeah. So I'm driving down, dude. And I'm driving down the road I have closed. And I'm looking like through the walkway or through the walking path, through like the trees. And I'm seeing like, oh, that's where the equipment's at. I'm like, oh my God, I'm on the wrong road. And then, dude, next thing you know, dude, I was on the wrong road.
You stunad. Oh boy, listen to you. That is great. That might be one of the better dumb things of the week I think we ever had.
Yeah. That's why you shouldn't work the day after Christmas.
It's a terrible day.
Oh God,
Yeah.
people returning gifts. Oh yeah, it's a madhouse, especially that area. English,
Everybody's
Jesus.
mad at you at that point in time.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
And my brain was bleh.
Rod,
That's
you
all
got,
it was.
Rod, you got any dumb things? Any? It could be anything. Any dumb things that happened over the holidays for you?
Yeah, my trash can got stolen. My recycling bin.
What?
Yo, this is crazy. So the week right before, because Christmas on a Wednesday, so that Thursday before that, we put it out in Forest Hills. Put out my trash, put out my recycling, go in the house, and mind my own business. I wake up to go get my trash, put it back, and the recycling bin's gone. So I'm like, this is crazy. Why am I the only person that has a trash can, no recycling bin? So now I'm looking around trying to see if someone has extra. There's no extra recycling bins. So I call up like, yo, my recycling bin went missing. They said, normally we make you pay a fee, but we'll give you a borrower for now, right? So now they give me a borrower. The guy's like, yo, somebody probably stole your recycling bin. I'm like, who steals a recycling bin on a court? Like we all can see each other. Go back in the house. I'm like, all right. So I tell my lady what's happening. So she's livid, right? So about like 3 days ago, I get a phone call from the township. Oh, we found your recycling bin.
Where?
Our investigation's closed.
He said your neighbor has your recycling bin, like the next door neighbor. So I'm like, well, am I supposed to go get it? No, leave it there. We got to find out where her recycling bin is at now. I'm like, what?
Wait a minute now.
I'm like, so
touch
what's
the
going
evidence.
on? Like, so what's going on? So I keep this for now. Like, yeah, we got to keep tracking down the recycling bin, sir.
It's official
like, yo,
police
what?
evidence. Do not touch the recycling
What if
bin.
that was like really the conversation? They whispered like, hey, no, we got to find out what she's at. Click, and they hung up.
Yo, but no, he was really clandestine. He was like, the lady's gonna call you. I'm like, what lady? Like, who's gonna call me? He was like, the lady from the office is gonna call you when she gets back in.
Stand by.
I'm like, what do I do? He was like, nothing for now, nothing. Just keep using it.
Just hold tight. Just hold tight.
That's great.
Yeah, it was.
Reinforcements are coming.
I couldn't believe it.
Rod, did you
They
get,
were so serious about it, though. They was like, no,
Did
you can't keep that recycling bin.
did you
Like,
get
what?
your recycling bin back?
No, I still
You
have a
still
recycling bin
got
with a
it.
black top, so they know which
And
one
she
is
still
theirs.
has yours.
She has mine. They told me not to grab it because they got to track down hers. And I feel like it's gonna be a ping pong effect. I'm like, yo, bro, just let me keep. And they was like, yo, you can't keep the borrowed recycling bin. I'm like, so let me just get mine. So, no. We
you
gotta
can't
find
do
out
that.
where hers is at too.
She's under investigation.
Can I just add, the worst time of the year,
She's under investigation.
worst time of the year for trash or recycling bin to get
Yeah,
stolen.
that's
my
why
God.
they get. So they said normally have to wait 2 weeks.
I still got a bag of
was
trash
crazy.
in the back.
You need
So
a
what I
burn
do
barrel.
is, you're right.
You need a burn
You
barrel.
do. But what I do is I'll just throw the trash in the back of my pickup truck.
Mm-hmm.
And then, because my 2 trash bins are loaded,
Mm-hmm.
so then once they get taken, then I load them up with the week prior. So I'm playing like catch up now.
Right.
I have no room left, and I got like 3 days to go.
They should do like a large bulk
just
day
got,
after
But
this.
you just got 2 in a blue. Do you still have the company truck? Just load it. Go
I
throw it in the
don't.
dumpster.
Nah, I brought it back
use
Thursday.
the
I
old
don't even want it.
dumpster.
I don't even want it in my yard.
You don't even want
I
to
don't
look
want
at
it
it.
nowhere near me, dude. Dude, you know how big of a pain in the ass that thing is to get in?
I can see.
That basket is 4 inches off the ground, dude. You know how I
Scrape
dude,
every
I
time.
scraped the piss out of everything, dude. It's impossible not to.
I hear you.
I'm gonna break that basket, dude, one day.
I love being on the back of the basket and they come out of a driveway. You have, oh my God.
it's
It's
awful.
bad. It's
the road,
so
dude.
bad.
The road just gets like just.
I gotta ask you a question. How did you feel the day after your 2 in the blue when you was able to just?
Today was the day.
You had
Tomorrow.
nowhere.
I'll
So
tell
you had
tomorrow.
nowhere. So you had nowhere to go. So tomorrow you have nowhere to go.
Well, you
no,
got
tomorrow's Saturday. You want to
Monday?
anywhere?
Yeah, no, Monday.
So Monday.
You know what? My wife is home still with the baby from the baby being born. So like the
Yeah.
whole like everyone's gonna be home.
So
on
the
Monday.
one that's
So you don't really have a day to yourself.
great.
Well, the one that's going to be benefiting from this is the wife.
No, I don't get time to myself.
Oh yeah, that's never
this
gonna
is
happen.
this is
Yeah,
as close
this
to
is
I
it.
get as
Yeah,
time
yeah,
to
yeah.
myself.
Your
yeah.
wife is going to be making sure you have plenty to do.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
In fact,
she'll find a place for that.
In fact, Michelle,
trash, yeah, for
Michelle,
sure.
if you're listening, you have all of our permission, Michelle. The honey-do list, just make it a big one.
Oh, it's gonna be.
It's gonna be all type
I've
of
been
housework
playing
going
the
on.
I'm working card like rub my feet. Yeah.
Come on, I just got laid off. Can I just relax for one day? Nope.
So what do you do? Do you sign the out of work list right away, or do you wait a little bit?
So it's going to be different this year because I still can get the maternity leave from the baby being born. So
You don't get 100% off of that though, right? Do you?
no, but it's still like $200-300 more than
Then the unemployment.
unemployment.
Yeah.
But I'm not thinking it's going to. I don't think I'm going to be out for very long. So yeah, I'll call the business agents.
What would you normally do?
I give it a day or two.
You give it a day or two?
A lot of times I will. I'll give it a day or two. Take a little relax. You know what I mean?
I took a week before. I used to always take a week and just not even being like waiting for the phone call to happen. But then, like, once 2-3 weeks come in, I get so antsy.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, oh my god.
By the end of
yeah.
1 week, I'm like, all right. And then I know the wife's like, so did you get any phone calls today? Or?
Well, so Michelle's home next week, but the following week she goes back to work.
Okay.
Part time, just 2-3 days a week.
But then you got the kids. Then.
That is way harder than work, dude. Yeah, like, way harder than work. God.
Don't let her hear that. It's over for you.
She knows.
Oh, she knows.
She knows
Oh,
it's
yeah.
harder than work. She knows.
You had to hear.
But did you admit it to her before?
She leaves me. Talk about a honey-do list.
You want to hear the one night? The one night he's looking for drones, and she's screaming at him to come inside. She's like, "If you don't come inside, how would you?" He's like, "What? I'm just out here looking."
They
at
were
drones,
outside the other
Michelle."
day.
Yeah,
The drones.
all the time.
I
Like,
thought
there's
about you when
aliens
I seen
coming.
that.
We
yo.
already know.
I
kids
swear
is
to
crying.
God, I thought about this podcast the other day. We had ordered some Chinese food, and dude was like, "Yo, there's drones above your house." And we came in, and sure enough, there's like a line of them in a straight vertical position. And I'm like, I just heard about this shit.
Yeah.
I just went back in the house. My lady was like, what's going on? I'm like, I don't know. It's not my business.
Tuna
Close
Blue
the door.
reporting the news.
Yeah, it was
It's not my
breaking.
business.
We broke that.
We still have a
I don't know if we
alien,
broke it,
an
but
aluminum
my
alien hat.
aluminum alien hat. We were doing a live.
We
did
were
a
the
live
first
that night.
podcast to take it serious. We put a
We did a live.
We did a
The
live.
drone threat. The
Yeah,
drone threat. Yeah. Yeah, I thought about y'all,
People
man.
were nervous.
My man sent me a video of it. Somebody recorded it, man. It's on my phone. It looks crazy.
I don't even know what to believe with these pictures anymore. People are taking.
Yeah,
people are
it's-
literally
it's
just
wild,
taking
man.
pictures of
It's-
planes.
The
and,
video
like,
was in
it's-
Jersey City, which was wilder. And then the next day, he tried to say that it was like supposed to be the satellite, some type of new satellite from SpaceX or something. I don't know, but it looked crazy.
Hey, maybe they were looking for all this stuff that just happened in Louisiana. Which, by the way, you know, the thoughts and prayers to everybody affected in that Louisiana incident. My God, that's just horrible. Fucking people are just disgusting with this terrorist shit.
Is that your dumb thing of the week?
Yeah, it actually is. That is my dumb thing of the week because it always will be a dumb thing of the week. And if you want to fuck with America, then you're gonna have to fucking find out. So, you know, that's my take on it. Keep fucking around. You're gonna have to find out.
Hoorah!
That's it. So, what else we got this week, Steve?
Dude.
Go ahead.
So I got a funny story. Just totally.
I'm sure you know. And Rod,
So,
since we're well into this right now, this probably is going to have penis in it. I can guarantee it.
You are 100% correct.
Hey, yo, that's crazy.
Right, so listen, right. So you guys have kids, right? Yours obviously are much older.
Yes.
But so when you talk to your kids about their private parts, that's what you say. They're your private parts, right?
I have nicknames, but yeah.
Yeah, of course. But we
Your
we
Googoos,
yeah. What's
The old Brajol.
the Brajol. Oh, what the fuck?
Look at Lubeck. Lubeck's just
Look,
cracking
yeah,
up.
But
He really wanted to remember the nickname just now. Like he was that.
no, because my son calls it something. He called it something. My mom called it something to him, and he said like something. It was all right, anyway.
His pecker? His pee?
No. It was some Italian, some food.
His who daddy. His who daddy Doblin.
So I'm still thinking of it. All right. So Gianna is in preschool, right? Which we pay for. She goes to St. Joe's Academy. Stephen is now in Hamilton. So Gianna now is like just Father, Son, Holy Spirit, like just practicing all the time, Father, Son, Holy Spirit. And so she was asking Stephen, do you do Father, Son, Holy Spirit? He's like, no, we do Pledge of Allegiance, right? So he's like, they're like she's doing this, he's doing the Pledge of Allegiance, right? And Michelle's like, no. So Stephen doesn't do that because he's in public school. You're in private school. Now my son hears private school.
Oh my God.
And he's like,
Oh,
he
my
said,
God.
Gigi's in Wiener school.
In Wiener school? Oh
I
God.
know we had to explain to him now that private means more than just private
Jesus.
parts. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Wiener school. And now my 3-year-old daughter's saying, I'm in Wiener school.
Oh my
Which is
God.
crazy. It's gonna follow you
my
everywhere now.
You had Dyfus is going to be
told you
knocking
that?
on your
Yeah.
doorstep.
Oh,
like,
you're
what
not
are
in
you
Wiener
doing?
school. Yeah, you're not in Wiener school. You're
didn't get
never
that
going to
from
Wiener
me.
school.
Why?
No Wiener school.
Why? And there's our Jesus. You can never go an episode.
Never failed,
Nah.
dude.
Ever.
Yeah.
It doesn't fail.
It's a funny topic.
That was actually a funny story though. So I'll accept the introduction of it.
I got to be honest with you. Like when I first had to talk with my kid, he was a teenager, and it was like I kind of knew his mom already cushioned it for me. Like, listen, he had sex, blah blah blah. I said, all right, so we're in the. I got him in a truck, and I get in the car wash. So I got to get closer to the mic. So I get to the car wash. Now it's so going to the car wash, I'm like. So, Bud, listen, I'm like, little inappropriate, like I said, a little inappropriate, uncomfortable conversation with Dad. You having sex? Yes. And he was like, no hesitation, yes. And I'm like, I didn't know what to say. I was like, okay, when the wash is hitting, when things are hitting the window, wash spraying. I'm like,
so much going on at this point in time.
I'm like, all right, and I was so nervous, but we ended up having a talk. But I was like, it totally caught me off guard. I guess he knew I was going to ask him. He was like, yeah. I'm like, oh, okay. Did you like? I didn't know what to say. And after I shut down, I'm like, did you like it? I'm like, did you like it? I didn't know what. So I've become, when it becomes to parenting, I all of a sudden turn into like a 60-year-old father, like the old dad jokes. Like, I don't know how to. I'm talking to my kid on FaceTime. He's in the Marines. I'm like, hey, what's going on, Bud? You guys got a thermostat in that room? Like, what am I asking you? A thermostat?
You become that guy.
My wife's like,
you have become
my
that
wife
guy.
just went, what did you just ask him?
Do your trousers fit all right?
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, looks pretty nice. You think you guys got lights in there? Like, what do you think? You guys, I do. I go completely blank. I don't know what it is.
Man.
Like them commercials?
Oh,
there's that guy? Like they're trying to teach
yes.
people
Older about
nothing?
it. Yeah. Put the
That's
pillow
me.
down.
Yeah,
Put the pillow down. Yeah.
That's me. It's like all of a sudden I become this old man. I don't understand it, but I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. Like my kid's in a different chapter in life now. Like he's a young man. It's like cracks me up. I just watch him and laugh because it's like watching me again. Like just like out of body experience. It's like it's crazy. But yeah, there it is.
Yo, I'm listening to y'all and I'm just terrified because my son turns 1 this month.
Oh, you
Yeah.
still got great. You still got good times.
Yeah, so
yeah.
I'm already at that weird position now where like he comes to the bathroom, like if I gotta use the bathroom, he comes in there and like he's trying to figure out the difference between my mechanics and his mom's mechanics.
Yes.
So like every time I pee, he's like, what the
What the
fuck?
hell is he doing?
And he's like confused as shit, right? And I'm like, well, that's gonna be uncomfortable conversation in the future, right? Like, so I'm listening to y'all and I'm like, thank God. Not yet.
Listen,
Oh my
man,
God.
he's in a good stage right now. That 3 to 5.
No, that's hilarious.
That 3 to 5, especially with girls. Girls are so much smarter than boys, and I'm sure everybody agrees with that. They are. Just women are just smarter than men. Yeah. But they develop so much faster. So little girls, they talk like little old ladies. So from that 3 to 5, 6, even with boys, when they say the damnedest things, like the kids really do, because they don't know.
they do.
They don't know what hurting feelings is. They don't know what that means. They don't. So when they say anything, it's the best. That's the best time.
Brajocular.
Then they
Brajocular.
Brajocular.
That's
Is
what
that
my
the
mom
nickname?
called
Is
it.
that the nickname?
You gotta put your brajocular away. So he calls it his jocular.
His
10 minutes later, he comes with the nickname.
I figured it out.
For penis.
It came to me.
Yes. That's,
Oh, my God.
That's how it works around here. I keep getting away from this mic, and Lou is going to kill me.
Nah.
No.
You're doing good.
All right.
It sounds consistent in my ear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So New Year's came and went. Do you guys watch the parade at all? Do you guys use mummers, anything
can't
like
say I
that?
do,
No.
man.
No, I had a buddy who went to the mummers parade back in the day, but that was about it.
I like the I like the celebrations, like the New Year's celebrations, like the country one and the country one's pretty good, dude. Those guys are.
Yeah. What's the Macy's Days parade? Is that
No, that's.
No, I'm
that's
talking about the New
That's a
Year's
different
Eve,
one, right?
the
That's
countdown.
Is that Christmas?
Thanksgiving? That's Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving. Yeah, it is.
I'm talking about the New Year's Eve
Oh,
ones.
so my wife put on-
Miley used to do it, and I get some good songs off it.
I still like the Dick Clark with Ryan Seacrest. My wife likes watching the CNN. It's the two gay guys.
It used to be Don Lemon. He got fired.
Yeah, but it's the two. Dude, they're fucking. They drink.
Yo,
the whole
they
time.
get
They're,
wasted.
They're hilarious.
I remember watching, but the next day on my social media,
Yes.
it just memes of them getting
They
drunk.
shots.
Like, no,
They're doing
pass the
shots the
vodka.
entire night.
Yeah.
They keep just doing shots, and they just.
We got to do
They
this
had a
for
black dude
Hamilton.
on there, and the black dude was like, they was like, you want a shot? He was like, nah. He was like the last black guy that took a shot on this. He got fired.
Yeah.
Talking about Don Lemon, I'm like,
yeah. Yep. Yeah.
We got to do that in Hamilton for the blueberry drop next year.
You know what?
Up on the roof.
They had
Two in the blue.
We're right
Two-
here. We were right
Two
here.
in the blue,
We
two in the
were.
blue
We
New Year's
should.
special.
I'll tell you
should
what.
definitely
next
do
year we should probably get a hold of the town and see if we can't do a live live
broadcast?
broadcast.
We should
That'll be
we
fire.
should bring in like
And we get the members out
Goodman
there.
Fisk,
Yes.
Stealing
Get some
Savannah.
LiUNA members out there.
We
Absolutely.
are not responsible for what happened if you're drinking after
Nope.
that, but we're just
Yeah.
gonna say,
Drink responsibly.
you know what I mean?
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
everybody drink responsibly.
That'd be
and
fun.
If you have a gambling problem,
We could be like
the
we could be like the two gay guys.
Yeah, right.
That's crazy.
Yeah. You know? Right, yeah, you know what's even crazier? That it came from him.
Yeah, that's the way he just came with the nickname. His follow-up for that is
Yeah,
crazy.
it's Brocajol. Jesus Christ.
Whatever, dude.
Yo, I had my guy Jim Serapa, he does all the social media for our accounts, so I was watching it. He went somewhere, I want to say it was Maryland or Tennessee, I don't know, one of those country places, where they did a taxidermy drop. And it was one of those dead animals that was stuffed.
Yeah.
And they dropped it for New Year's. I didn't know that was a thing.
I didn't. What?
And they dropped it, and I'm looking at his social media, and I'm like,
What was it?
what is it? It was like a badger or some like weird, like, it was
so
some
funny,
weird
man.
animal that was like, what is that? And he was like, yeah, so I went to a taxidermy town for New Year's with my wife, and I'm like, I haven't reached that age yet where I picked up those odd, you know what I mean?
Right.
Those odd habits, but okay, if you like it, I love it, right?
Wow.
That is
But, yeah,
unbelievable.
it was a stuffed animal that they dropped for the New Year's.
You know what the next big holiday coming up is?
Valentine's Day?
No, God forbid. Groundhog's Day.
Puxatawny.
Punxsutawney Phil.
Let's go to Puxatawny.
I want to. I'm telling my wife I want to go.
Isn't it a Groundhog Dead or
We got to
something?
figure out what the sponsorship costs.
No,
for out there.
Punxsutawney Phil's he's
Sponsorship
alive.
for that.
Yeah, we should get a sponsorship to get out there.
Yeah.
Jonah Blue should go film live for
For
Puxatawny.
Punxsutawney.
That'd be fire.
That would be
That'd be fucking
fantastic.
fun. We could bring a rat. Like,
Yo,
you know,
Scabby
that'd
can
be
pop
sick,
out.
dude.
Yo,
Yeah.
Scabby the
they-
Rat.
little Scabby the Rat.
Yo.
Yeah. Is this event union sponsored?
Then we'll get the Scabby with the cigar.
Let me ask you a
know what I mean?
question.
I gotta
Yeah,
get the
it's a
cigar.
This is
Scabby.
going to sound like a
Oh boy.
I don't know.
Do I need to sit?
This
Let me get a
question, all right, so Scabby the Rat, what is that representation? When that rat gets blown up, that rat, what is that? What is that symbol?
sit. The contractor.
That is, okay.
That's the developer and the contractor. So
Okay.
they used to always try to say like the non-union worker was a scab. That is not a scab.
Okay.
You know, a scab is a union worker that crosses the picket line.
line.
That's a scab.
That's a scab. So
That's
now
a
everybody
scab.
out there, because you're right. That is the true meaning
Yeah,
of what a
that's a
scab is.
scab.
And then the rat is representing the
Of the
contract.
contractor, the developer, the politician.
Okay.
Whoever it is that's like, you know, feeding
Because
off
I've
of
asked
us.
this question so many times. What does the
Yeah.
rat represent?
I used to
Bottom
think-
feeders?
I used
like
to think that though.
yeah.
I used to think that the rat represented the non-union worker until I
Right.
got like the understanding of what Scabby was, right? And so like Scabby means the contractor, the person that's not negotiating.
And he has a name, Scabby.
There's different Scabbies. So like even under the union, we
We got a couple Scabbies.
No. We have one called Big Bertha. Mm-hmm. She's like a 30-foot rat.
Ooh.
We hung up the DMV in Delaware. We
Big
have cigar.
Bertha.
We have a Smokey,
Okay.
smoke a cigar. There's a guy that's reaching for a pouch. Like this, everyone has a
There
name.
was
No
a monster
shit.
one on up in Hamilton.
Someone have a pig.
Who's the one on Hamilton?
Yeah, I did see the pig
Seen the
before,
pig?
yes.
Yeah, the pig is cool.
Yeah, the pig is.
Who's the
another
one? Do you know the one that was in Hamilton? It was like there's a. I
That was
think
the sheet
it's-
metal workers.
Yeah,
Yeah, the sheet metal workers.
What was
cool,
that? How
another
big
thing.
was that? Was a big rat, dude.
It ain't bigger than ours.
No, it was a big rat.
Yeah, it was big, but anyway, I ain't gonna lie to you. When it comes to the Scabbies and the picking lines, ain't nobody beating the laborers.
I tell you
yeah,
what, the
baby.
rat-
Yo, we'll
Hell
put
yeah.
out 4
So there-
Scabbies.
So there is a question that I listen. 15 years with the union, I've never gotten a solid answer. I've asked this question
Nah.
so many times. Thank you for finally a
Yeah,
solid
that's-
answer on
that's
that.
the
And
truth.
I didn't
That's
realize
the truth.
that with the rat, it's a Scabby the rat.
That's the truth.
It has a name. I'm loving this. I'm
And,
loving
and,
it.
and guess what? There was a Supreme Court case where I know you're not gonna like it, but it was Trump administration who tried to file to make Scabby the Rat unconstitutional,
What?
and we had to fight it in court to make it freedom
How
of
could
speech.
that be unconstitutional?
It was a case, and they used the 79 people as an example of them like being disruptive to society and ruining contractors' names. We won, but you
Right.
know,
Yeah, the rat's disruptive.
the rat's the rat.
Yeah, I
and
know.
that's what it is.
Yeah,
It's
let's
supposed to be.
let's go like pollute. Let's go like burn places down. But the rat's the problem.
The rat is the problem.
The rat's the problem.
This huge
Yeah.
inflatable rat.
Yeah, we're gonna traffic children nowadays.
He's a poor
but the
representation of me.
But the fucking rat, the rat's the problem. Let's go to court for that. and
First
raise
things
$1
first,
money.
guys.
First things
Yeah.
first, guys.
First
Yeah.
things first.
His rat looks nothing like me.
What about Diddy? No, we'll put that on the table.
Yeah, no.
Scabby the rat's gotta go. No, Jesus
The rat doesn't have baby oil. That's it.
Jeez. What I want to know is, was that the last of the 1,000 bottles of lotion? Was that the last of it, or was that the new shipment?
Yo, that bothered the hell out of me.
Right?
When I seen that, it bothered
Hold
the hell.
on.
That bothered me, bro.
What?
Diddy.
Diddy.
1,000 bottles of lotion.
Baby
there was-
oil.
so it was $1,000
Baby oil,
of
not
baby-
lotion.
yeah,
baby oil.
Okay.
Lubricant.
So my question is, right? My question is, we know what he's using it for. My question
Yeah.
is, was that the last of the 1,000 bottles or the new shipment of 1,000 bottles?
Did you see the picture of the
What do you do with
raid?
that?
No, I didn't.
So the picture of the raid show where the bottles were at, and it was like this oval room that looked like a bathroom, like setup, and the bottles were just all over the bathroom.
And they just squirt.
Fuck, dude.
And I'm looking
Like
at, it, I'm
old
like,
school.
that seems completely unwholesome.
ever see Old
Like,
School?
If I went to use the
Yes.
bathroom and I seen these bottles, I'd be like, I need to go. This is
Did you ever see the Cat Williams special where he was you walk by a room and go,
Yeah. Matter of fact,
two men kissing?
yo, tonight Cat Williams do another one of his interviews with Shannon Sharp.
Listen, that's when he really exposed a lot of stuff.
Yeah, but everything was different after that.
And that $50 million mark came out again in that interview. With that you keep hearing that $50 million. Dave Chappelle, you heard $50 million. Cat Williams, $50 million. With Will Smith, $50 million. You keep
And he
hearing
said, you
this-
gotta say no.
Yeah, you just say
gotta
no.
say
You just
no.
gotta say no.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Wow. And yet that's still pretty silent right now too. I guess there's a lot more investigation going on the Diddy. See, you don't go, see that's the rabbit holes I go down.
My algorithm's nowhere near it.
My total. Oh my dude.
My
That was
dad
a-
jokes.
I put on
like-
TikTok right now. I guarantee you, within the first 3 swipes, Jaguar Wright's coming up, and I'm seeing a Diddy
I don't
something.
trust her 100%. But I will say the whole industry knew about Diddy.
Oh,
Because we were
yeah.
kids. Like, everybody
They
talked
said
about
Diddy's
it.
parents were into some.
Method Man said, don't go to a Diddy party.
Right.
Like, there was
Years
always
ago.
rappers that was like, we don't go to Diddy parties. Like, everybody knew about it in the industry. So it's like, it's coming to light, and you're like, okay, well, it's not a shock.
It's
You
a
get what I'm
sick-
saying? Like, it's a shock, but
It's
it's
the
like,
sick thing. The sick thing is, I don't give a shit what you do in your bedroom. Like Steve, whatever. And I'm sure there's some fucked up shit that goes on in your bedroom. But it's the child trafficking. It's all that stuff, and these kids that they had as party favors and shit like that. Like that's fucked up. Underage. The underage.
yeah, I mean, I don't even know if that was 100% mostly what was happening with him. It seemed like they just taking advantage of people. Like a power level of extortion.
It's extortion.
Like,
yes.
you want publicity? Do
Yeah.
you want me to
Well,
represent you? Like, right?
Right.
How many
We'll put you
favors
out
can
there, yeah,
but
but
you got to put yourself in here.
Yeah, you're gonna have to bend
Yeah.
yourself over anytime I want.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. Steve, you might be down for that. Look at his eyebrow raise. Look at that.
I'm filming, so I'm trying to stay with whoever's talking right now with my glasses. So I'm
Oh,
not,
you got cameras in there?
yeah.
That's
Lou, how much time we got?
You need them as an organizer.
I
you
might need
these.
those. That's why I didn't know those
Check these
happened.
out,
Let
bro.
me see those. Let me see those.
Hold on, let me.
There's a real camera in there?
Yeah, there is.
What's it go to his phone or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So say so right now say hey Meta, play me some music.
Hey, Meta, play me some music.
It's saying
To
so.
continue, we
I'm
can
on fucking airplane.
Oh,
now.
you're
That's
on airplane,
great. And these
yeah.
are
But you
Ray-Bans?
can, you can make phone calls. You can talk on
I
the
ain't
phone.
fucking with you, bro. You next level. Pardon my language, but
You
that's
know,
next level.
I think
That's next level.
I think if you had an important
need
interview,
those.
if you had an important interview coming up sometime soon, I think you should probably wear them.
I do. You know what? You know
By
Rick,
the way, this can be played back. Do not.
you know Rick Pullen? Oh yeah. You know Rick Pullen?
No.
Rick Pullen? He was like I don't know, he might have 70 years in the labors, I don't know, but he's supposed to be coming in this weekend for an interview. I'm really excited to talk
That's
to him.
dope, man. That's
He was
dope.
he was an instructor. He was probably the best instructor I've ever had in any of the classes.
That's not
very
Doug.
very
Doug was my instructor.
Doug was a
Doug
good. Yeah.
Smalls. This guy Rick, like you go to them 3-hour classes and you're like, oh my god, I hope this guy lets us go in an hour and a half, whatever. I can't wait for the cigarette breaks, whatever. This guy, dude, I didn't want to get up from my seat. Like, he is a good talker. He's funny. He's gritty. He's just
You want
a great
that. Yeah,
guy.
you really want
Awesome.
that.
You got to be able to
man.
connect with the guys in the classroom
Yeah,
because,
man.
again, it's a different strokes for different folks. It's different ways now. You have to be able to guys that can connect like it. Listen, I wasn't a big fan of the guy, but Grisco taught a good class. Mike taught a good class. John Bones,
Mike's got a great talker.
yeah,
dude.
he
funny.
teaches a
Yeah,
good class.
yeah.
Johnny Bones, I always thought he just had knowledge.
You got to engage, man.
Yeah,
If you're
yes.
not engaged, you're just sitting there and getting
And
talked to.
Tomlin, I love Tomlin now. That's doing the concrete classes, everything. He's a concrete.
no,
guru.
he's great.
He's a concrete. But as far as teaching,
Is it Tomlin? What's Tomlin's first name? He's the
Jeff? Is it Jeff or John?
Sounds familiar.
No. Who's
Jeff
the
Tomlin?
No. Who's that guy that's
that
at
might be his
the
brother.
172 that's doing the he's at the door all the time. What's his name?
Yeah, that's Tomlin.
That's Tomlin.
That's
what
Tomlin,
you're
yes,
talking about.
yes.
His first name, I know it's by his first name, and it's skipping me right now. But yeah, no, he's great.
Yeah, he is.
He is great.
Very not. When it comes to concrete, he's top notch.
And not just that, like when we come to teach a rise class, he's on top of it. Like he makes sure that the members are good. He wants to make sure y'all fed. Like I'm like, yo, this dude's into it.
They do. They treat you like an equal. I even like Coughlin's kid. He's doing pretty
Oh,
good.
yeah, he's funny. He's funny too.
Young Billy,
Yeah.
Young Billy.
He's doing real
Yeah.
good with these classes. Yeah. So and that's what you want. You don't want to walk in there and regret it. I mean,
No,
so
that's why Folsom the best, because when you go to Folsom, they make sure you feel like this is for you.
that new training center
It's for you.
Is
You
out
know
of
what I mean?
control.
Yeah,
It's
like,
like
it's great.
they treat
fantastic.
those
They got
classes.
a bigger one now. We just went to in
Really?
Philly.
In Philly?
Yeah, 332 built one. We went there for the last. It's like I still think Folsom's better, but that's my personal opinion. But they just have like a building. They don't have the yard like we have a yard, because obviously you're in the middle of Broad Street.
Right.
But they have like a double decker, 4-building
shit.
type
No
of
kidding.
situation.
That's
yeah.
nice. That's really
They probably
nice.
even have a setup like we have inside, where it's stone and dirt that you could do.
Yes.
Like you could do.
Yeah, they
which I
got
think
an
is great.
inside section. Yeah, that's what they have. They
That's
don't have
awesome.
the outside though. So that's why I think Folsom winning though, because Folsom has that whole back section where you can get a crane in there and all types of
yeah.
stuff. Like, yo, it's different.
Yes.
It's different.
A lot of good training done there. A lot of our I gotta say our set training is probably second to none. I mean our apprenticeship programs are
Every
it's
time we bring somebody out here, they got to go see Folsom.
yep, absolutely. So
So we've been following the Teamsters week by week. I mean, this will be our third week talking about it. Now, last week I was under the impression that the strike is over. Right? The strike's over. Like they're not picketing anymore, as of right now. It's not over. Like they're not
it's
done.
not
They're
over.
not done fighting.
But it was a reason why they did it when they did it.
Yeah, it was to make some noise, right?
Yeah, well, that's what I was trying to tell you before. Like, when you do a picket line or a strike, as you want to call it, you want to pick the opportune time that cause damage to let the contractor know your worth as a laborer, right? What's a better time for an Amazon delivery worker than Christmas,
oh yeah.
right? They didn't, the way it was done, it was still able to be like picketed at, right? Like it was able to be picked apart. But the point was put out there. It got media attention.
It got a lot of media attention. Yeah.
A lot of media. But if you notice, a lot of our major picket lines been going on in the past 3 years have gotten a lot of media attention.
Okay.
UAW, the Teamsters, the shore workers, the dock workers.
Yes. Doc.
Yeah,
yeah.
the
Dockies.
longshoremen. The
Yep,
longshoremen. Yep. They just got there, and they about to come back up again in a couple weeks,
Okay.
right? For the AI portion of their.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's a big one. So the union is very favorable right now, and I think like it's a time to strike hard. So everyone is striking.
I'll tell you what, I like Sean O'Brien a lot. I said that
Sean
last
O'Brien's
week.
okay.
He is. I mean, for
He's
the president
okay.
of the
He's
Teamsters,
okay.
I mean,
he's okay.
he's there though. You know, he's always there. He's always the one talking.
Yeah, I mean, I like Sean Fay more. I think his name is Sean Fay, the one that runs the UAW.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think he's more like vocal and like he takes a stance. And you're like, this is what it is.
But you don't like? Well, how come? What's your deal with O'Brien?
You don't pick a side and stay there. I don't like that in between. I'm just gonna stay in between the world and just, you know what I mean? Like, pick a side and stay there.
Right.
That's my whole
Have a
thing.
stance.
Yeah, like pick a side.
Are you
Don't
talking
say
about
what you're not gonna get
Are you
involved.
talking about his lack of endorsement?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he's very
For Kamala,
vocal in
yeah.
politics other than that.
Right.
He's very vocal. You was trying to fight a sitting member of Congress in the middle of the hall, but you don't want to say something and pick a side.
Right.
Like, pick a side. Say there. Say that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm very big on, it doesn't matter if you're right or wrong, at least pick a side.
Yeah, you don't have to agree with it.
Yeah, but if you pick a side and say this what it is, I feel like saying let everybody else make the decision. It's some cowardly. It's some cowardly shit.
That's exactly right. You're not taking. Right. Let
some
somebody
cowardly
else-
shit.
Yeah.
Right? Because then I can be like, oh, that was them over there. It wasn't me.
Well, yeah.
Are the Teamsters strong? Like nation, like from my vantage point in South Jersey, they don't look very strong at all.
They're not
like they are
they're
just dying.
Okay, so they're not as strong as they used to. They're stronger
I'm talking
than they
about
used to be, but not
nationwide.
quite as they're nationwide.
Depending on the industry. So it depends on the industry. And I had to learn this because I thought all Teamsters were all Teamsters. Is not. So the Teamster contract with UPS is strong.
Yeah.
Right?
And that's 676.
But the Teamster contract with the dock workers, because there's dock workers now in Glassboro
Okay,
for the warehouse, covered by the Teamsters from Philly, very weak.
which is what 331.
No, it's like a singular digit. It's very weak. Though,
Yeah.
Right? Like they came looking for different representation.
Okay.
Right? Like so it's a different one over there. Then you have what they're doing right now with Amazon, which is getting a lot of publicity.
Isn't
Which
a
it
lot
will,
of
though.
that
It's going-
through
it's going
UPS
to.
though?
Sure.
Like a lot of the Teamster presence in Amazon is UPS.
No,
No? Okay.
no. So UPS is uniquely set up to be organized. It was organized like that from the beginning. FedEx is not, and I told you about that, right? Like FedEx is broken up into different companies on purpose.
Okay.
So you can't organize one specific. They break their things up so you can't organize it, right?
Right.
And they also deal with independent contractors. As an independent contractor, you can't organize. Biden had recently got something in his administration passed to make it easier to organize for independent contractors, but that is dependent upon administrations.
Okay.
The last time Trump was in there, he put something in that made it harder for them to organize. So naturally, you expect that to go back to being what it used to be, right? So it makes it hard to organize, which is what the Amazon delivery workers are, right? And you can say you signed up for it, whatever, but it's still like it's a way to control the profit margin,
Okay.
right? So whenever you're looking at the labor issue, you want to consider what the profit margin is for a company versus what the workers actually make, right? So let's say like the top executives make $500 million a year, but the lowest person makes $15 an hour. That disconnect is crazy, right? Yeah. And the profit only goes to bonuses. So his bonus of $500 million is probably $10 million. That's a crazy bonus,
Right.
Right. Meanwhile, this guy at the bottom bonus is a $50 gift card. There's a disconnect.
Right.
Right. The whole reason why your company exists because of this guy down here, right? And I was just looking at something that I think it was like a soap company or something, but where it's a 5-to-1 ratio, where the owner said that the top executive can only make 5 times more than the lowest person working here. Right. It's a small company. It's a soap company. I'm familiar with it, but it's unique.
It is unique.
Isn't that kind of like a nonprofit?
No.
You know, like can't you organize a nonprofit to be just like
No.
that?
So the difference, I think, what he was trying to say was like, so the top executive makes $220,000, $225,000 a year. A lot of money still, if you think about it, right?
Yeah.
The lowest person makes $40,000 a year. 5-to-1 ratio.
I think that's very fair. I like that.
Yeah,
It's
that's
very
great.
yeah.
It's like, so if we get extra money, it goes into growing the business grows, everybody wins.
Okay.
We're all invested in this.
Yeah.
Right? So if that 5-to-1 ratio maintains along the growth of the company, if I make more money, you make more money. We're all tied into this.
Okay.
That's a great
That's
way to
cool.
get your worker to be like, yo, we got it. You know what I mean? Like, let's turn up.
Yeah.
Right? But if you got something like Amazon, where it's like,
Yeah, they're just.
I made $1 trillion in profit last year, and I'm going to give you guys 50 cents profit, like 50 cents raise. Like, hold on, wait a minute, slow down.
You think anything could actually be done to stop them, to flip them, to change the tides? I mean, do you like honestly?
I see somehow like freight, or like they're like I can see them somehow like all the tractor trailers being somehow or something like that. Like I feel like there's going to be.
But how do you get a message across to get them to do that?
I think you got to start with the warehouse. You have to start with the warehouse, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's easy to go after the truck drivers and delivery workers, which Teamsters do, which is cool. But I think it starts in the warehouse.
Which
Because those warehouse work every single shift 24/7.
Yeah, and they would also be a type of Teamster, correct?
No,
in the warehouse?
it doesn't
that
have
would
to
be building
okay.
trade,
It could be
labor,
UAW. We can go
carpenter,
after it.
Really?
Yeah, we can go after it.
So that was the question I want to ask you. So when the Teamsters went out there and did the strike with Amazon, how did that affect LiUNA in any way? Did that like put like hey we want to watch this, or hey what's going on, or
I mean, solidarity purposes, obviously we're always down for the labor fight, right? Like, so we're down with that fight. We had members that went out there and walked in line with them, but like, let's say we was organizing a facility for Amazon, it would be different from that facility they're organizing, right? So, but they seem to have an orchestrated like campaign going on. So
Okay.
I don't think I would even want to interfere with that. Like, me personally,
Right.
Like, I would be like, all right, if you have something going on, go ahead and do that.
it. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, but they got many Amazon warehouses pop up in a year,
yeah, constantly.
right? So like,
Can you put PLAs on stuff like that?
no,
Wasn't there one in Berlin?
it's
Didn't you
private. It's private work. You can't put
Oh.
a
but-
town ordinance on something that's private
Yeah,
work.
but doesn't the town offer them incentives like no taxes for 8 years and stuff like that?
I'm talking about a pilot program. So
And don't they take advantage of all them? And then after 8 years, they're out and they go somewhere else.
yeah, there was something before. So this comes down to the reason why you want to have somebody that's lobbying for you, or someone that's there to push these bills. We want to introduce bills that benefit us, right? So like, if you're getting a pilot for 30 years or 10 years, you don't pay taxes. You would expect for that to be an incentive to pay prevailing wage, right? That doesn't exist right now.
Uh-huh.
But it will be a good incentive. You're 100% right. But I think that's the difference between what we understand as construction workers in the field versus what we see, right? Like most of the work we see is private.
Right.
Well, I'm wondering how the town could come in and offer those incentives and it's still considered private. Like, how is that private at that point when the town is saying you don't have to pay taxes here for 8 years?
I don't think anybody's there in the meeting challenging it.
Yeah.
That's a shame. Yeah, I get, and back to the original thing we were talking about. It would be like if people understood that they could get into politics, that the union is behind them, like what it really means to do that.
Oh, it would be great.
I mean, I really think like that seems like a really like a reasonable
pay
thing.
into those funds.
Yeah. It seems like
And
a
that's
real
what-
reasonable thing that we could really do.
No,
you know?
but you pay into those funds, and I don't think people understand that. And like, even if you try to say it at a meeting, I think sometimes the meeting gets broken down to redundancy, right? Where it's like a repeat of words, and
Yes.
you hear it, but
Yeah,
you're
just
not really
waiting for the
hearing
50-50,
it. Yeah, but you're not really listening to it. Some like any members want to run for office. We have this amount of funding. You don't hear it because you're sitting there. You're already logged off 15 minutes before that, but it's there for you.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you don't think we want a member to be the mayor?
Yeah.
Right.
You don't think we want a member to be on council? You don't think we want that? So like, if you're running for that, like imagine if you have a township, every township in South Jersey had a 172 member on the council.
Yeah, this shit would be on lockdown, right? We'd be on lockdown.
If you had it on city council, I'd be like, yo, this is a PLA.
See? Now why am I not running for mayor next year?
Why aren't
You
you?
could.
2025.
Why aren't you?
No, I mean, it's a legitimate question though. But I don't think we're involved enough locally in our electoral campaigns. Period.
I agree with that. Like, yes, I you're right. I don't think that a lot of we're not involved in a lot of local politics. Like we get involved with the Senate and the Congress, and we get involved with the big names, the assemblymen and stuff like that. But you're right. When it comes down to local politics, you don't ever see. We don't ever see it like a little a LiUNA push or a 172 push.
But we do though. We do, but in certain select areas, right?
Right.
And those are areas where we make the decision. But if it was a member,
right,
that was doing it, right? Like Randy Brolo did it. Randy Brolo did. Like, I'm running for school board.
Yeah, school
Yeah, I'm
board.
running for
Randy's
school
running for school
board.
He did
No,
school
he did.
board?
He did.
Oh, he
ran-
did.
yeah,
Now
okay.
he's on the
won.
zoning board now
Yeah,
in
he's on the zoning
Burlington.
board, yeah.
And that's why, and Earl got pushed right out of Burlington because of it. Right?
PLA.
I mean, that's a real big success
That's
story.
a huge. Yeah, that's
And
huge.
it was one guy.
Right.
One guy almost got them to the table. One guy in one town.
Yep.
That's big, dude.
That's huge.
Imagine having 21 and 21. Right? Is that 21
That's what I'm
counties?
saying.
How many counties we got in Jersey? 21?
Well, Burlington, what's that? The
You don't,
second biggest county?
you
in
don't even
fucking-
want to know how many municipalities are in New Jersey.
Oh, I'm
no,
sure
crazy.
there's a million. But the county,
That's
I
crazy.
mean,
Well, like I said, Burlington County is what, the second biggest county? So that's
Yeah, no, I think it's the biggest county.
Yeah, that's
the biggest
pretty
county.
fucking huge.
It's the biggest county. But like, members don't know. Members don't know that you can run for office or anything you want to, and the union to get behind you.
Well, there you go. Now, well, listen, if you're listening, now you know. Go out there, get involved in your politics. Get out there, run for your council, run for your school board. You know, we need members out there on committees, on councils, on that stuff.
reach
That
out to
helps.
us. You can reach out to us. We'll put you in touch with someone.
Absolutely, absolutely. And that does nothing but help everyone.
Listen, you call them, they'll call me, and it is what it is.
That's it.
Cheers, mate.
But he needs to run for mayor, though.
Yeah,
get it.
I guess this might be. I don't know. Were we kicking
Will
off?
you wear a top hat if you do that?
Are we kicking off a
The
2025
Monopoly
campaign?
man.
Will you continue to do two in a blue if you're the mayor?
110%. I would.
Can I still like mention the word penis?
Oh, God.
Once an episode.
Nah, what's the nickname?
That may get me
Brajocula.
Brajocula.
Yeah, we'll call it a Brajocula.
It may get me not voted, but I don't know.
No, dude.
Welcome to new mayor and his friend, the penis guy.
No, well, I guess when it runs for school, but I should probably stop with that.
Yeah, we should
Yeah,
probably stop.
seriously. Oh my God. Yeah.
I just thought about that when you said that. That's probably not a good.
want to take that out
We
of
should
your.
edit this. We should edit this.
Take that out of the
extremely.
campaign.
No, I'm editing. We don't edit. We let it fly, boy.
Oh man.
What else we got?
That's it.
That's it. All right, well, that kind of wraps up here for Two in the Blue in episode 29. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow on all our platforms, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. What else we out there? The streaming apps.
Spotify, Apple.
Spotify.
Apple. Thank you for the streamers that listen in. Thank you for all the viewers. Again, if you're on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. It costs you nothing to help us. It helps us out a lot. For Two in the Blue, I'm John Flounder, Stevie D, Lou in the background, our special guest host, Rob. Thanks for coming in, representing LiUNA. We're Two in the Blue. Hey, Dad, how we do?
I think there's something wrong with you.